In this video, I'm going to do something a little bit weird, which is kind of like a meta-devlog about devlogs, like it's a little bit like devlogception. This one is going to be just kind of talking about why do a devlog and why doing it on YouTube and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, let's check it out. So first of all, I just want to give a big shout out to the folks who've been so positive and supportive about the first episode of the devlog. It's always nice when you put something out and it seems to spark some interest. And that's actually, I think, one of the key concepts with doing these devlogs so early in the process, which I get for a lot of people would probably feel quite vulnerable. And for me, it does as well, right? I mean, we're going to see, I'm going to make a lot of mistakes and look stupid, probably a lot of the time. I'm okay with that. Getting that early feedback is giving me a little bit of sense of validation on this concept. People are giving positive feedback about the idea, and that is telling me, okay, this is not just an idea I should throw in the trash can, right? That this is an idea that I should continue to invest some time and resources in because I'm starting to get that little bit of positive feedback and attention. And because I'm publishing on YouTube, I can see that numerically. I can see likes, I can see comments, I can see views coming in. I can compare that to other projects that I've done before and get the feeling that, okay, maybe we've got something going here, right? So I would say that that's something that's worth thinking about for you all. I know that as indie developers, marketing, for a lot of people, it's like a distant priority, right? It's really low on the priority list because they're like, well, I just need to make the game. I don't have time to do a lot of marketing. But I would argue that this kind of open and communicative approach is not just marketing. It's also giving you data that can inform the development and inform the process. I had somebody commenting on YouTube, you should just name it Cute Space Game. And I'm like, whoa, I didn't think of that. But I mean, it's kind of a good idea, right? I mean, I don't know if I'm going to do that or not, but that's cool, right? I'm getting feedback. I'm having a conversation. People are giving me, stuff is echoing back, and I can be like, oh, that's kind of like, as a name, potentially that's resonating, at least with a sample size of one, right? And shout out to you. And for me, this was very much inspired by Rami and JW from Vlambeer, the Dutch game development company that made Nuclear Throne, Luftrausers, Ridiculous Fishing. Specifically the dev process on Nuclear Throne, they were one of the first people to kind of do everything on Twitch and do this very open, transparent development approach. And I thought that worked really well for them. Nuclear Throne, I really loved as a game. I think that they did something very innovative and smart there in taking that approach. And that was something that I was inspired by here, right? Is, hey, let's just start from the very beginning and show everything and including the ugly, stupid stuff that I'm inevitably going to do in this process. So I think that's something to think about, especially for folks who are struggling with the idea of how to market their indie games. We all know that the market is competitive, right? Probably getting more so. And so the if you build it, they will come kind of field of dreams approach, which is now like a really old cultural reference. Hi, I'm old. But, the idea that you just build something and people are going to discover it magically, that's a bad idea in 2020. So another person who was very inspiring in this regard, Sam and I from Thousand Ant had a meeting with him, and he gave us some great advice about Sam's game Skate Story that we're working on, is William Cheer from Manifold Garden. He's a great guy, obviously a beautiful, gorgeous game, super inspiring game. As a small team, basically one person through primary development, him. Then he had some support people move in and out through the process, but he really, that is a real kind of singular vision of one guy kind of game, and he just crushed it. He was somebody who was also in the conversation that Sam and I had, actually, where we were asking for some advice about Skate Story. He was saying that streaming on Twitch, streaming the development of Manifold Garden had been a huge thing for him, right? Building this community and also building a Discord, which is something that we're working on for Thousand Ant. But he kind of shared how valuable that was. His kind of advice to us was that streaming and really building community as early as possible and gathering people together proved to be really valuable for him. And also it's just feels good, right? It's cool. It's cool to have people around you that kind of share your taste and are interested in your ideas and want to be a part of something and be together as a kind of a tribe, you know? Yeah, kind of meta community marketing in the devlog, talking about the meta game. But I think if you're a developer, it's interesting to think about. And I also actually want to give a special shout out to one of our community members, a guy named Allah Slipknot, who left me a comment realizing that I was the Matt who had done the live training for years for Unity on Twitch, and that I was the same Matt who had done a lot of the tutorials and so on. And he was like, wow, you're the Matt from Unity. And you know, you helped me get into game development and you helped me become a freelancer and start my career. And for me, that's just like, you know, it's just super nice, right? Super gratifying. Feels really good to know that the work that I'm doing, you know, helped one person. It's rewarding, right? It feels really good. So shout out to you, Alice Slipknot. Thank you so much for your comment. It meant a lot to me. So yeah, thanks so much for watching. If you're enjoying the content, please do consider subscribing. Drop a like on the video. It helps us to get discovered by the YouTube algorithm and helps our content to be discovered by other people like you who may want to know about it. And I'll put some other videos on the screen here for you guys to check out from the channel. So thank you so much for taking some of your time to be together with me here. I know that you have a lot to do, just like me. So I really appreciate it. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.